Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Tentative Torrent 2. I am Rawrquaza. It has been a while. It has been a while, hasn't it? Hasn't it? It has been quite a while since I've uploaded a Risk of Rain 2 video. I've been busy with life. I've been streaming, but I've been busy. Lots of life happening. Today's video is cool because, the Switch release just came out. This isn't the Switch release. I'm playing on PC. But right now, as of today, as of probably, I don't know, whenever it happened. Yet today, yesterday, I don't know when this video is going live. But you can get Risk of Rain 2 on the Switch. I haven't played it yet. I'll probably download it later and check it out. Maybe play it on stream. I'm sure it'll be just fine. I think they're working on wireless multiplayer. I don't know if that's in yet, but it has Scorched Acres. We have not received yet a date for the release of the next update, other than September. So that's exciting. And they gave everyone at PAX a sweet, like a coin, commemorative coin, with a copy of Risk of Rain 2 embedded in it via a code or something, so it's sweet. And by embedded, I mean embossed on. So that's neat. I'm excited, you know? I've been jonesing for some Risk of Rain. I've been wanting to play, but I haven't been. And you know, now I'm here. Here I am. There's a lot of games that are out soon or are already out recently. You know, they just announced, I don't even know what Homeworld is. Homeworld 3, we got Borderlands is coming out. Very excited for that still. I don't know. I had all this list of games that I was gonna talk about. Oh, Atomic Crops. Atomic Crops is a game. That video is going up at some point. That's a really fun roguelike. You might be like, it's basically Nuclear Throne if Nuclear Throne was about gardening instead of being in a desert. But it's pretty good. It's a really good roguelike. That is not yet completely done, but I've played it a little bit in alpha, and it's pretty good. It just needs some polish. It doesn't even have a freaking controls menu. But anyway, that's in the other video. That's a really great game that I'm excited for. What else is there, dude? I don't know. Warframe just pumping out more updates. Oh yeah, obviously. If we're gonna talk about Warframe, I should be talking about Path of Exile, because Path of Exile is a great game. New Path of... Oh, hey, my kitty. My cat. What are you doing? Miss V is very large. That's my kitty. One of my two kitties. She is much larger than she was last time I recorded a Risk of Rain video. But Path of Exile is getting a big new update, as per their usual, and it is exciting. I'm gonna die. I need to not die. Let's go down here and not die. Don't hit that. Oh! Oh! No! No! You don't understand. I need to live. Please. I beg of you. Evasive maneuvers. Ugh. Alright. Sloppy play. Sloppy play. Oh, that's okay. We're making it happen. It's okay, we're back to half health. That's basically full. Just gotta take less damage. No! The shock elite, dude. Leave me alone. He's almost dead. Everybody just calm down. It's fine. I'm not playing modded today. I didn't mention that. I need to go back. I haven't actually checked the mod stuff in a while. But I intend to do more modded stuff. I just didn't have anything prepared for today, and I wanted to play some Risk of Rain because I had time and opportunity. And so, here we are. Alright. Ooh. Will-o'-the-wisp. What a great start. I am a little rusty, and I apologize for that, but you know what? We're not dead. That's the important bit. We're gonna grab an equipment here. I'm excited for new content. I really like Rex. I'm excited. I think we get a new character. I'm excited to see who that might be and what they do. We're very explosive, this build. I'm excited to see a new stage, new boss. I think we get all that. I might be misspeaking. The roadmap is there somewhere. I don't know. I think we're at least getting... I mean, we get new items, and then we got, like... There's other stuff in there. I don't know. I'm excited for it. It doesn't really matter. They could give us, basically, you know, a new item, and I would be happy. Because I already am pretty happy with the game. Okay. Let's just freaking go. There wasn't anything up. Oh, there was. Glad I checked. There's lots of stuff up here. Not really a huge fan of Chungus, but you know what? At least it gives us the ability to heal. Which is more than we had during that combat. It ain't no regen, but I'll take it. If you missed the 2K, or not the 2K, if you missed the Gearbox presentation at PAX, you can watch it. Watch the VOD. You didn't miss too much. They talked, it was Randy doing a magic trick, which, you know, surprising literally no persons. They played a couple new trailers, which was, they were alright. They told us about Guardian rank, which is just badass rank, but also there's bonus skill trees on top of that. This is Borderlands 3, in case I didn't say that, I don't know. But that's very exciting. I'm still... just wanna... I'm ready. They're also doing, Mayhem mode, which is basically Torment from Diablo, if that makes sense. So it's the same, you replay the game, but enemies get like bonus modifiers and there's better loot, essentially, more or less. Which is cool. I dig it. Opal Feather's very good for us. Alright, let's get going here. Nice chests. Nice chest! Nice chest. Nice. Very nice. Classic. What are we doing? Where's our teleporter? I don't know, I've been pretty hard on the Borderlands train. It's kind of a formative game for me. Like, that was one of the games that I played all the time and kind of, you know, learned for myself. That was like, I played it all the time with my sister. We bonded playing that game. My family played that game. That's how America does it. And it's worked out pretty well so far. Now everybody's all, I don't know, there's a lot of drama. But I'm excited nonetheless, despite the drama. I'm also I have the same sort of desire for the Risk of Rain content, but all of my hype normally reserved for Risk of Rain is like, I've been corrupted by Borderlands influence at the moment. Because like that'll happen at sometime in September, presumably. Borderlands 3 comes out in 2 weeks, so you know the early middle of September. But it'll be cool because it'll give me like plenty to do in terms of like games that I actually definitely want to play, and that's not that's just those 2 games. That's just Risk of Rain and Borderlands 3. That's not including all this other crap. That's, and I say crap in the most endearing of possible ways. But there's like lots of good shit coming out. We're actually in a very good spot for things that I'm interested in and want to play. Or at least we're on the cusp of such a time. And wait till you, like, Atomicrops, for real, is like super good. That roguelike is incredibly engaging. I've had more fun with Atomicrops than I have with a lot of stuff. It's really good. And I haven't even begun to even get good at it yet. It's like surprisingly engaging and difficult and requires a lot of micro management, but I also love it, so which is unusual for me because I don't play any, you know, MOBAs or anything. So I've always been under the impression that the less micro that I can have, the better of a time I'm having. But honestly, maybe that's what makes it so fun for me, is because it's kind of novel. And I don't know. It starts out with a lot of micro, and I guess, I mean, you have micro throughout the game, but it makes you know, you get upgrades that are impactful and have meaning. Much like Risk of Rain, I think. Completely different concept than Risk of Rain, but it definitely has that meaningful upgrades from run to run, and the runs are, honestly, they can be very long, but also health is treated like a very important resource, which is cool. It doesn't just give you healing. I don't know. This is all covered in the Atomicrops video that is going to be live on my channel at some point here in the future. I recommend watching it. It's really good. It's a good game. It's not out yet. Everyone's in early access these days. Nobody fully makes a game and then releases it. Oh, dude, this tree doesn't exist. We have 3 harvester's sides, which is very great if we can get some crit. We do have the equipment, Ocular HUD. which is incredibly important to us now. Even more than it was already. In fact, I'm just gonna use it. Get some damage. I need the muns. There's some muns. Elites are big muns. Oh, dude, I remembered what mod I wanted to do. There's a mod that makes enemies big. I want to play that mod. Wait, is that mod on? Oh, no. Am I playing modded? I don't think so. I did play a mod that made me a small person. But I don't think... Am I playing with mods right now? I can't even tell. My sense of scale is all messed up because I haven't played in a while. Or did... Because I feel like they didn't update the game to make Templars bigger than the player, right? They were like the same size as the player. I'm confused. I don't know. How are you big? You seem normal sized. Maybe? But I was like, yeah, that guy looks like a big enemy, a big Templar. That makes me want to play that mod that I played where it made enemies big. These guys aren't big. You're the same size, aren't you? Right? I can't tell. I really can't tell. But am I just high as hell? I don't know, dude. It wasn't even a... Like, the mod itself, I think it was an overhaul mod that made sweeping balance changes according to the, you know, views of the mod creator, which I'm not a huge fan of. But I do like that it made... I think it made elites bigger. I don't think... These aren't elites that are bigger, it's just like Templars. So, if I'm crazy, let me know, please. Let me know in the comments if my Templars are larger than usual. Maybe I'm just actually high as hell. It's been far too long since I've played this game. We don't have an incredible amount of boss damage. At least single target, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. It happens. Our biggest damage comes from exploding boys, right? Why are you still sucking? This is a very good spot to fight a Clay Dune Strider. We have the high ground, Anakin. I'm missing Dune Strider. Go over here. Honestly, Dune Strider is at a huge disadvantage in this this kind of terrain. All the cliffs don't suck me. Yeah, stand right back up. That's right. I don't remember this music, though. And that's... They didn't update it. I'm crazy. I'm off my rocker. Don't do that. Okay, we're gonna grab some quick items, because I need them. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I also do need the blue dollars. Okay, I don't think we looked in the middle very well. Maybe we did. No, these are unopened. Honestly, this run is very good. We got lots of good things. That, Aegis is like Lego my Aegis. It's bad because Topaz Brooch gives a much better... Hey, there we go. Especially when we have 4 of them. It just keeps... It's much more consistent at giving us shields. Aegis you need... Or Aegis? I don't know. It's a word that I don't commonly use except in this video game, so... it gives... Like, you need healing in order for it to really work. And so the investment required to make this tier 3 item really good is kind of prohibitive when we can just get similar or in kind of mostly greater. You know, I will take this. That's a tough choice, actually. I think we would have benefited from move speed as well, but... Okay, we have acquired many items. This is good. I think I'm ready. Take me away. I think I'll make this jump. I never miss. You know what I would like from a new character? I would like another melee character. I want Miner. Actually, we might get someone like Miner. I don't know, because they did specify in the first content update, Scorched Acres, that all of the content was new content, right? So it wasn't reused. We got a new character, we got a new stage, we got new items, we got new enemies. It's possible, they did not specify that this is the case for the second content update. So it is possible that we get a character or enemies that existed in the first game. So my like soft ideas are you get either Bandit maybe, or you get we could get like a Miner or something potentially. We could get Chef. I don't know if Chef is even on the table really. Ouch! Don't do that. I don't really know if Chef is on the table, but who knows, dude? It also could just be an entirely new character, which I would also be fine with. I trust Hoppo's character design. They make enjoyable things. You know, it's kind of interesting about Risk of Rain. And I was seeing this, there was a conversation that someone was having in some, I don't know, I was reading in a Discord or a comment somewhere, something, that I hope they add endgame. It gets, this game's too easy. I see, you know, people, like big YouTubers or streamers, at the, 300-minute mark, just everything annihilating itself. Yes, we've all had a run, or in some cases many runs, where we've gotten to the point where everything just dies instantly through various mechanics, And yes, those runs are fun, and power fantasy is part of the enjoyment, of Risk of Rain. It's very difficult for a lot of the time, and then sometimes you get a combination of items or just, go fast enough that the run becomes incredibly powerful and you steamroll everything. But I don't think that is the part that's interesting about Risk of Rain to me. Personally, I feel like the enjoyment that I get out of Risk of Rain is solving, a game by playing well and getting lucky with items, and the gameplay up to the point where you kind of like, if you're getting to the point where you just murder everything, then it's not as interesting to me. I want my ever-present difficulty. I want my, so if the devs do anything, I want them to make the game always just harder. Just pump that shit up, basically. Now, the problem is, I say that, but I don't want things that feel cheap. What kind of things feel cheap? Enemies with iframes. That's a big one for me, personally. I don't know why that feels cheap. That, and then healing. Healing enemies also feels cheap. I don't like it when my bosses heal. 200,000 HP over the course of a 5-minute fight. Because it just doesn't feel good. Why doesn't it feel good? Because it's just disheartening to know that you've already dealt the damage that the boss had. I don't know. I don't even know what my point is here. My point is, I think people... some people, occasionally, will focus on the wrong aspect of the game. It's not the destination that is the enjoyable part of Risk of Rain. There isn't even an end to this game yet. There will be, eventually. But even when there is, it's not like that's the real fun. The fun is playing and learning how to play better and, overcoming incredible odds. And that's the bit that's fun. Finding items, getting more powerful. And then, the enemies increasing their power as well. So I'm happy to see things like Malachite elites. That's a good design decision, I think. It makes an archetype that was very powerful slightly less powerful, the healing archetype. But it's not even, I don't know. There's potential for more, I think. I think that I would like to see more things that, I would love to see CC effects, right, that enemies have. I'd love to see, oh, this boss has a slow that he applies to you. And maybe it can be skillfully dodged, right? Make it not a guaranteed just slow, because that would feel bad. But make it hard, very difficult to dodge, or you have to save your stuff in order to dodge it. Otherwise, you get tagged with a long-lasting 20% slow effect or something, that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff. I want some of that, and I trust Hoppo to not, I'm not saying that they need to watch this video and make that exact idea happen, but I'm looking for that kind of change to difficulty rather than iframes on enemies, because that's never fun. And I don't know, healing on enemies can be a cool thing if that's their gimmick. Like, health elites in Risk of Rain 1 existed, and they weren't honestly that big of a deal, but they could heal bosses. And that was like a huge part. But because bosses now heal over time as they level up, it kind of takes away from that as a design space, I think. And that's not something that I like. But there's also, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. Nothing, probably. I like this game, and I only complain and nitpick because I enjoy it. And because I have to generate the talkie talks. Please don't laser me. It's bad out here, boys. You can block the lasers with the other golems. It's fine. It's fine until the golem that you're using to block the lasers dies. They're all dead, dude. This is a very strong run. Today we are playing as Huntress. Why did I decide to play as Huntress? I don't know. I felt like I needed an easy... Huntress doesn't really... Like, I feel like she's a fairly easy class to play for me. I don't know... Because it's a lot about just don't get hit. And she has very good tools in order to not get hit. Really, my main problem with Huntress is that you need... She sacrifices some of her ability to kill bosses in this game. But she doesn't... I don't know. Oh, dude, I didn't even speak about it, but the Risk of Rain 2, the new cinematic trailer, holy crap, that's real nice. Of course, they don't use the items the way that they're actually used in-game. For example, Huntress throws a Will-o'-the-Wisp jar like a grenade, which is sort of not wrong, but also that's definitely not how it works. And then Tougher Times, strapped to the commando, causes, or it eats a golem laser and just evaporates. Which is also not how it works, but I mean, you get the idea. It's less trying to be lore accurate and more trying to be, you know, draw in players, and I think they do a very good job. And I think the gear that's like a definite perk of being published by Gearbox. You can really see that they're doing work on the marketing end, and these connections with getting the Switch port. I don't think that's something that Hoppo would have, you know, really felt like they had time to do if they didn't have a publisher like this. So I think that they're really doing good things for the game, and it's exciting. I'm excited for Paul and Hoppo and Paul and Duncan and Jeff. Couldn't remember his name there for a minute. I was thinking his username is Gore. I met him at PAX. What the heck? And you know what? I think we're gonna... I'm trying to go obliterate myself. I think we're getting there. I think this is a run where we can definitely oblit. If the boot fits, you must oblit. Oh, that wasn't the teleporter boss. What am I doing? I legitimately thought that that was the teleporter for some reason. Don't mind me just not focused at all. Okay, so the big thing here is we need to not get murdered by the low health Nova attacks. We know they're gonna do it, so we need to, you know, get in a position where we can dodge, and then we're fine. This is an easy combat now. I just find myself too often dying to Wandering Vagrant Novas because I'm dumb. Like, you know it's gonna happen. Why? Don't put yourself in that situation. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. Everyone's dead. Bandolier is very strong. Have I said that? I haven't said it enough. Such a good item, especially for Huntress, who really shines when she uses her. She has very powerful skills that you benefit greatly from spamming. We'll just check up here really quick. Got a bunch of drones that I might as well buy. Okay. We're just gonna rush the teleporter. There's no reason for me to draw this out. We've made very good time, and we have very good items, and so, you know, all in all, decent run. Still potential to die, if I play stupidly. But I think the likelihood is fairly low. The other thing, I did say that I liked Malachite Elites as a design choice. If I, in my recording videos, I try to keep them, you know, around the 1 hour mark. Now, that usually doesn't get me to the point where I'm fighting Malachite Elites. Usually. But I do play on Twitch, and those are going to be the longer runs, usually. Usually. Oh, that's some good suck right there. Oh, yeah. What a great time. The righteous suck. Predatory Instincts was a very good pickup. So we already had such good crit setup going. Easy boss. See, Dune Striders aren't so bad when you have a Popo Feather. It really makes it so much easier with a Hopo Feather. For actual... real. Hopo Feather is such an incredible upgrade. More move speed is really good too. Like if you can't have a Hopo Feather and you can have move speed, take the move speed, dude. Move speed is a definite good option as well. Okay, we're getting out of here. Another Hopo Feather. Pretty decent. Less ground time. Ground time is spooky. Or enemies that, like... I like enemies that have CC effects. It's just, you know, you gotta make it... Let's get some bleed. Enemies that have CC effects, you have to make them feel fair, right? You gotta not make them too hard. Okay, I'm done with that. Where's my teleporter? I hope we get the Wisp boss. Or not the Wisp boss, the, Grove Tender. Grove Tender's so cool. This definitely is very tall. I just don't know... I don't know if that's how tall they are normally? Am I crazy? This is how you die, is you die on this stage to Grove Tenders. And by Grove Tenders I mean Clay Templars. So if we're gonna die, that's how we die. Where's the teleporter? Here it is. Take this stun, because stun is actually useful against these men. Play Dune Striders, dude. It's just... Play Dune Striders. The only boss that exists in this video game. The strident kind. For strident, silly. They call me Strider. That's a Homestuck and a Lord of the Rings. It's a pretty good, like, reference. Ouch. Please don't suck me. Many little babies here. Don't get hit by the balls. I don't know how many balls are stacked up. I don't intend to find out. That's okay. We got this. It's taken care of. I'm gonna stay out of the teleporter with 97% left, because it'll potentially spawn more enemies that will either kill me or provide me with things to chain off of and such. Or the things for the boss to suck and regain full health. Also, I guess. Oh! Ow! Wow. You know what? I got smashed. That was nasty. I get it. You vape. Oh. No, they don't vape. They smoke bowls because they're clay pots. Do you smoke when you smoke a bowl of weed? I mean, it doesn't have to be out of clay, I guess. I mean, I'm just wondering if... Is smoking a bowl something that is traditionally... Like, when was that first done? Is that the traditional method used to smoke marijuana? Is that, like, what they would do... I don't know. I don't even know where marijuana came from, so... Who knows? What is the, like... first native culture that smoked marijuana? Well, let's oblit. As tempting as it is to go through this portal. We'll do that next time. Make this short and sweet. Cash in, cash out. I'm gonna go do some research about the first culture to ingest marijuana as a recreational substance. And if you enjoyed the video, thanks for enjoying. I'll be back on with more later in the future. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Bye-bye.